They chose this planet for the peace talks because it was the heart of the storm. The invasion had turned this world into a smoldering fulcrum, and both the League and the Capellans agreed that signing the surrender here would be the ultimate symbolic gesture. It was a bizarre scene. Vandal and I were the hosts. We managed everything from the security perimeter to the vintage of the wine and the servers who poured it. We turned one of the few undamaged palaces into a stage. They wanted a show, so we gave them one. The League diplomats were smart. They pulled us aside before the talks began. Our strategy was cold. They treat us like the stick. A con-stick, unspoken threat dangling in front of the Capellans, reminding them exactly who had dismantled their war machine. When the talk started, the Capellans tried to play it cool, offering to revert to the old borders. That's when the League rep gave me the signal. I leaned in and reminded them that my regiment was growing by the day, and that it would not take much for us to take our show on the road to their own home worlds. I asked them how hard they think it would be to triple my regiment with every merc I knew in the sector. The room went stone silent. Diplomatic table is a field of white, but I'm bringing the shadow of the tactical night. The enemy generals are shaking their pens, looking for a way out of the mercenary dens. They sit in their silks, they talk of fair trade, while I look at the ghost of the promises made. I'm pouring their vintage, I'm watching them squirm. The kings of the galaxy turn into worm. They offer a line where the border was set, but that's a small price for the blood and the sweat. They look at my uniform, dusty and torn, and wish that a soldier like me wasn't born. I talk of the hounds, how they switched at a blink, how quickly your regiment can tip past the brink. If I tell the galaxy I'm taking the lead, how many other legions are ready to bleed? Sign on my dotted line, keep the peace, or watch your own borders fall to the beast. The pen is the power, the PPC is the law, the only conclusion that the Chancellor saw. Sign on the line, why you still have a name? Oh, watch the whole galaxy go up in flames. The lead negotiator is losing his breath. He's looking at me like the shadow of death. I mentioned the refineries burning in deep, and the massive inventory that I'm gonna keep. I don't need their consent, I don't need their decree. The logic of steel is the only thing free. Isn't a negotiation or a funeral march. The ceiling is low and the pressure is arch. They look at the door, but the guards are all mine. They're walking the edge of a razor-thin line. They wanted a settlement, a clean, quiet end, but they don't have the stomach to break or to bend. Sign on the dotted line, keep the peace, or watch your own borders fall to the peace. The pen is the power, the PPC is the law, the only conclusion like the Chancellor saw. Sign on the line, while you still have a name, or watch the whole galaxy go up in flames. The room went ice cold. The lead negotiator was literally trembling, watching his max turn into a wish list for the League. They signed over those border worlds before the desert wine was even poured. It was a total, absolute realignment. A peace treaty signed in ink, but bought entirely with the threat of what I'd do the moment I ran out of things to break. People think diplomacy is about compromise. It's not, it's about who has the biggest gun in the room and the audacity to use it. I walked out of that palace with a new map of the inner sphere, and a reputation that made the great houses check their locks at night. I didn't just win a war, I dictated the future, one clause at a time.